Okay, here's a match. It was a quick match, 1v1 against Nico. Um, this is a match where I kind of try out, or I guess practice the stable rush strat. um, Spawn gold is down here, stone in the back. It's it is mountain pass. The the spawn is just totally in my favor. I'm not gonna. It's just totally in my favor. I have a kind of a big mess up here. Um, I miss micro this really bad. This is not how you start. You're supposed to be collecting wood with two guys. Yeah, these two guys over here totally messed it up, but that's all right. We want to make it work out. So I have the huge advantage in being able to control the pass before he will be able to. If I was another set, it would have been even worse. But yeah, there's completely a shut off here. Where he's got a good advantage is he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5 relics on his side, and I've got 1. But um, I would be able to wall this one in. If I was a Civ that could wall, I could definitely wall this one in. So I'm making my first cav. A little late. It should be already up and out, but it's a little late. It's alright. So we're kind of scouting out the map, picking up villagers, collecting gold right now. He expecting Mongol kind of rushes. A lot of HRE players do this too. I feel like yeah, they go hard on gold, especially on ranked or quick matches because of just the aggression when you're fighting against Mongol players. Sending a horseman over right now. Again, the timing on my build was a little bit bad. That's okay. We don't have a ton of sheep. We got 5 sheep, and we're bringing them back. My horseman stopped to kill this wolf. I took this, I guess that to bring a scout with him too. It is helpful for vision. You can see that the vision on the scout is a lot bigger than the horseman. It really helps for finding out the opponent's base. We are bringing another horseman over, and our eco is finally starting to get the swing of things here. He does a really good job in picking up what is basically all the sheep. So he's aging up now. He's got 266 gold. So he's getting ready to age up. He sees my horseman. He's kind of messing up in terms of idling here. I'm not sure what he was doing. He must have been selecting what to age up with. He might have missed in that moment that my horseman was there, which definitely could have alerted him to what I was gonna do. But yeah, my horseman's coming around. He's meeting up with his other horseman and the scout, and yeah, we're checking out finding his gold. We find his gold. We see that he's aging up, and yeah, we run him off of his gold, and he's got another 200 gold. So he's got a good amount in the bank, but it's not enough to age up. Right now, this pressure, came a little late, but he's at 15 eco, and we're not gonna let him really get up too much past that without a lot of suffering. So stable's still dropping guys, and yeah, I'm not close to aging up yet, but we're doing some good damage on this raid. We're gonna get our our bonus resources for dropping that mining camp. We have a horseman down here and another one over here. So we've got 4 horsemen and a scout. So it's definitely a decent raiding force. That we'll have to be he's gonna have to put a little bit of attention on it. And he's aging up slowly, with no rush. He's just tapping up with 3 villagers. Pretty sure I lose this. Oh, I didn't lose the horseman, which is nice. So I'm finally ready to age up here. I see he's aging up. I know I've kept him off of this gold here. I knew he would mine a bunch anyways. So the big thing is making sure he doesn't get up and out of this corner that he's in. So I'm just kind of leaving him alone, which kind of gives him this space to rebuild this, which is good for me because I give him this space to rebuild, and it's basically just resources for me. And here I should have been, there we go, yeah, attacking the villagers. So, kind of frustrating. I've got 3 horsemen kind of not doing anything there. We definitely could have gotten a kill. It's just bad micro on my part, really. That's okay. This is my con has been checking out the rest of the map, trying to pick up some of the straggler sheep. He gets to tower up, and I lose. Yeah. 2 horsemen. So that was an avoidable loss. If I had microed this better, I could have definitely killed a couple more of these guys instead of going after that mining camp. I should have been going for those builders. Had them weak and been able to slow down this the tap up on this tower. So that was alright. We did the best we could there. I knew I had time in terms of, you know, him mining this gold and, you know, aging up and getting his resources. I age up with a silver tree, and I'm dropping an Ulu back here for fast production. Moving my stable up front, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna move up a villager here soon to start building Mangadai. Having some pastures because I'm all out of basically food. My con should be coming here with a couple sheep, not a lot. And that's why I brought these guys back too, to drop off that 1 sheep they had. No sense in running around with it. So he's farming hard to get that gold, and he's prepping to get this food. Sorry. And yeah, so I'm coming back to get this pressure on. It's not a huge raiding force, you know. These this should have been 4 horsemen instead of 2. But I lost a couple up there, losing that just that bad micro. And this con is gonna come up, so I'm gonna split them. This is a small area that he's kind of in, and he's trapped in a corner. Again, the map I think was really favorable, spawned in my favor. And you know, I'm not sure how he's gonna react. He still isn't building a barracks. I'm really surprised, especially since he is a Conqueror player, that he didn't feel it necessary to build a barracks. He just thinks he's just gonna keep aging up. And you know, he might have thought this was gonna be not serious aggression. But he's sending a villager up to go off the middle. He did see me drop the silver tree, so he might have been thinking that I was gonna just hard boom. And he leaves. Yeah, scout back here so he can see what's happening. So he's aging up now. And at this time that he's aging up, I'm pressuring him. I've got I basically have vision of his 2 routes out of his base. I see him dropping a stable, so I know there's gonna be knights coming out shortly. And so I'm just cranking out Mangadai. I'm gonna start cranking out I'm getting this tower up so I can get vision and movement speed more than anything. My traders are bringing back good resources. They're bringing back 146 gold and bonus resources. So I've also got them next to this Uvu, so I will spend my my stone and producing double traders. And yeah, from here I'm just yeah, you can see I'm building double traders here. And I've got 17 villagers on wood. I have to maintain enough wood for my infrastructure. I only have 8 villagers on food, unfortunately, right now. So my military production is a little hampered for the time being. But the big plus is this huge investment on wood is going to pay for my traders, and it's going to pay for my military infrastructure, which is pressure, and the gold from this trade is going to be huge because from there we can start buying our food if we're short on food. So we're gonna start we're transitioning to our villagers on the food. We're not making any right now. So I didn't see this the sneak by us. He just barely snuck by us too. That one in the top, the one relic in the top was fine. I got 3 horsemen and they're upgraded. They're no longer early horsemen. I see his knights and I see his prelate. So I know he's gonna go for this relic that's right over here. I don't see this prelate right here. This would have been a super easy swing down, kill him real quick, and then swing back up. So he's coming at me with 2 knights to keep these Mangadai off of me, or off of him. And this prelate will keep the HP on him. He just barely survives. Really unfortunate that I didn't come down and swoop down with just a couple of hits. So I sacrificed 1 Mangadai to pin these knights a little bit away from my horsemen. Give them that extra bit of space that they were going to need. And I can just sacrifice these this scout and these horsemen really to basically trade for these 2 knights. The prelate survived with 3 health. So it was really close. And his knight here, yeah, he loses both knights. Doesn't get the relic, so that's a big loss for him, really, in terms of being able to do what he wanted to do. I'm bringing my villager up with towers, connecting my line of sight, and I'm dropping production as I go as well. And now you can see my gold is starting to get pretty crazy. My income per minute on gold is 180. It says right now until the market hits or the traders come in. So I kind of chase off his villagers off of berries. I kill his, and that's when I noticed he also had 2 relics, and I was kind of surprised that he got this one back there. I totally missed it in game. And yeah, still creeping forward with towers. Production is going pretty good, and yeah, my income per minute it jumps up when I get those drop offs of gold. And his income per minute is pretty fierce too. It's at 1,000 right now because of these relics here. And he's actually mining here pretty hard, which is surprising. A lot of HRE players don't mine this hard on their gold. So I see he's got crossbowmen coming up and out. I think he was worried about knight play, which is smart because there's usually behind this you're gonna see a player boom the castle and get knights for raiding. I knew that I couldn't let off the pressure here, so I can't see him. I can see he's got his military up and around here. I'm sure he's protecting his gold vein. I didn't think he was gonna go for these food sources back here, and I don't have these bears really fully scouted, and I just didn't think he was gonna go for it. I thought it was just kind of a risky move to go for it. I've dropped a stable up here, so now we're up to I believe 3 stables, and or 2 stables. Yeah, 1 stable, 2 stables, 2 stables, 2 ranges, and we got a decent force here of cav. And here, when these villagers kill this deer, is when I've noticed him. I see his crossbowman kind of out of place here. That's an easy kill and an easy raid here too on his villagers. So he's 20 villagers. He loses 1. He only loses 2 villagers, but the big thing is now he's off of food, and that's gonna hurt pretty bad. We're gonna see his current resources. He's got 3,400 gold. That's crazy. He's just stockpile gold like a madman. Doesn't have a market yet. So I think that's kind of a big misplay on his part. Again, his crossbowmen are here trying to fight me, and I mean they do good damage, and they're gonna snipe out my con. But his knights are kind of out of place. His crossbowmen aren't following the fight, and I can just kind of soak up the damage with a scout and horseman, and just kind of pick off these knights. I mean, they're way better. You can see the amount of damage they're soaking up, but they're not gonna be able to win this fight. And these crossbowmen aren't gonna hold up at all against the horsemen. Horsemen are, you know, super low life, getting chewed up, but it's worth it. It's worth the map control. Behind this, he was trying to send these villagers to gather berries, and I just kill a ton of them. You can see his eco is about to go down to 30. And then he misclicks up here. He's sending 5 more villagers up. He's already down to 29 villagers. And I didn't really notice this one up here until it was a little late. So, you know, I'm able to keep him off of this berry bush. I only have 12 food left, but he was going for the food that was remaining there, because he is food starved. He's at 26 food right now, and he's just getting barely his farm transition up right now. So he really wants to fight for this food that's up here. I'm surprised he didn't drop more towers. He had this tower. He could have probably kept chaining towers up. I'm dropping another stable up top. I've dropped a range down here. I didn't want him sneaking troops out behind me like he did with the prelate. So now the Mangad are fighting my upgrades are just starting to come in for the blacksmith, and we've got 21 traders. So we're trading super heavy now, and now we've got a good massive Mangadai, massive cav. We've got infrastructure up front to where we've got supply lines for military as fast as his. And we got a nice, this is a nice Mangadai ball for age 2. Is around 10, 15 Mangadai. These horsemen, it's only 4 horsemen, so it's not a huge investment. But the amount of damage and downtime I can cause with this is pretty significant. So he's trying to transition to farming eco, and I'm hitting him at the same time that he's trying to do that. And we've dropped another range up here, so now we have more military production than he does, and it's close. And you know, I probably could have fallen back with this horseman. It wasn't worth it at this point to stay there and harass, but it's okay. I was doing other stuff. They were just kind of sacrificial units to cause damage. And I'm really doubling down on the archery ranges, because the one thing, when you're behind in terms of tech up, he's gonna beat me with knights. He's gonna beat me with crossbow. He's gonna come at me with siege. Siege, thankfully, in terms of his wood, I knew he had this wood back here, and then he was gonna be have to fight for this wood line up here. So he did have very limited wood. And yeah, I could have aged up. Instead I'm going for 60 Mangadais and 7 horseman production. And the traders are still just trading full go here. And now we can see income per minute. Now my income per minute is around 2,000 gold. So now it's in a lot better place for me. This skirt needs to drop. I'm still mining my home gold. These Mangad are just gonna do a raid. You know, I figured he can see it. Just microing other things. He's trying to get this market up. This market, I probably should have been closer to his main. And yeah, again, goes at 30 guys again. You know, another Mangadai raid after a couple minutes. Catch a bunch of guys that are in transition, and he's down to 24 eco. Now he's chasing me with his massive archers, and as Mangadai, like Mangadai raid like this, you can expect for him to come at you with a bunch of archers or horsemen, um, or mangonels. You know, he went archers, which is it's a good defensive play, but chasing Mangadai is never a good idea. So I saw that he basically clicked onto me and was just chasing me. So I can just I just can swoop it. I'm gonna lose um I lose a couple of Mangadai in this Mangadai. Four Mangadai. I lose four Mangadai, but he's gonna lose 15 archers. Get caught up with these horsemen. And once again, I've got access to the back of his base, the back of his eco lines. At the front here, I've got another 14 Mangadai. Got another 10 horsemen. Got 22 horsemen. So his knights are hitting me back here. And I started to hit. I don't see that he's dropping a TC here until a little bit later. But here I can, pin his knights, pin his military, and just pick him away with Mangadai. And yeah, he's still at just he's at 28 eco. I see the TC. He almost gets it up. Okay, I've got a big mass here of Mangadai ready to just to harass, and I was running these ones through to come help just in case it did get up. Or if it did, if it almost got up, he was gonna bring or maybe pull some villagers to try to force it up. So, yeah, the strat, even though it was a super delayed rush, it works well, and it does get you to their base about the fastest possible that you can, as long as you do it. So, uh, yeah, that's just that horseman rush. Hope you guys liked it.